Hello, this is Peggy, and I'm the other TA for this course. I'm going to show you in this video how to extract your Java file from your projects and to run them on the command line or terminal. And so, what I have here on the bottom, a folder called Decision Practice. It's where my mouse is hovering over, and that's a NetBeans project that I did a while back. So you click into it, and let's see, it pops up. You should see a few folders and some other files, and that's typical of any projects that's been created through NetBeans or Eclipse and so on. And the norm is that your Java files would be in a folder called source, which is SRC in this case, and this is also true with Eclipse. You double click into it, you click onto it again if you have to, and in this area is where you should find your .java files. The project that I'm be showing or exemplifying is the decision practice.java, which I've already dragged out to the desktop, so I'm going to drag it out again. I do that because it's my preference to work with files on the desktop just to make it easier for me to find on the command line. But if you know how to navigate through the command line or terminal and you can locate your files to that particular folder, then you can go ahead and do that instead of going to the desktop. So I'm going to X that out since I got the file that I need. Now that I'm going to pull out the terminal. I have it on the bottom here, the terminal, but normally you would find your terminal on a Mac through your utilities folder. You go through your Finder. I go through the Finder bar on the top. You go down to utilities, and your utilities folder should pop up, and within it should be the terminal app, and that's where you would find it. So I'm going to X that out and go down here to where my terminal is. So I have my terminal out now, and I'm going to expand it and make it a little bigger so it's easier to see. And as you can see here, my terminal on default starts at the root. I want to go to the desktop, not the root, because that's where my file is at. So I'm going to change the directory. The command for that is cd space and the location you want to go to. In this case, it's desktop. In the command line, the command cd is the same, so you can navigate through that command as well. Hit enter, and now I'm at the desktop. Next is that I want to check to make sure that I have my file in that directory or desktop. So in a Linux or a Mac terminal, you will use the command ls. But in the Windows command line, you will have to use the command dir. Since I'm on the terminal, I'm going to use ls. Hit enter, and I should get a list of all the files and folders that's within desktop. It's ordered out alphabetically, and I see that my decision practice.java file is there, so I'm at the right location. If you don't see it, you may need to relocate your file and try to find out where it is exactly. So I want to clear the screen. On a terminal, the command for clearing the screen is clear. For the command line in the Windows, you would actually use the command cls. So now that I'm on the desktop, I want to compile the file. So I use the compile command, which is java c, and the norm is that you would put the file name with the extension. The problem with that is that if you never set your class path, you may get some errors. So if this is your first time using javac in this Mac environment, you may need to put the command dash class path space period space and the name of your file with its extension, which is decision practice.java, and then you would hit enter. Normally the javac-classpath.decision practice.java will always work, But once you did it once already, you don't really need to do that over and over. You can just put javac space the file name with this extension. Since my cursor has returned, it pretty much said that it's cleared through. Go to my desktop and I should find the class file, which is right here. Going back to the terminal. If you didn't put the .java when you use the javac command, you would get some errors. And I'm going to show you what you would get. So you put javac decision practice without the .java. I'm going to hit enter. And here's the error. Error. Class names, decision practice are only accepted if annotation processing is explicitly requested. One error. So you have to be careful and make sure you put the extension on there. And once you have that, you can go ahead and run the Java command. So next I put Java, the name of the file, decision practice, but do not put the .java at the end. Hit enter and you get another error. Why do you get that? It's because somewhere in your file, Java file, there is an error or an exception. So you put it down, go to your file, double click it and open it with your text editor or whatever you have available. And on here, the reason why it's erroring is because you don't have your package commented out. So you need to go to your package, which usually is on top, somewhere up there. It'll say package, whatever your package name is, and semicolon at the end. So I'm going to line comment it out, which is 2 slashes. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to recompile it and see if it works. See if it will work now. So with the here, I'm going to use the javac, my file name, and then I have to make sure I put the extension on. Hit enter. My cursor returned, so it cleared through. So now I'm going to use the other command, Java decision practice, and hit enter. And it ran what it was supposed to. Displayed the contents of my file. And so that's how you run on the command line your Java files that's been extracted from your projects. So I hope that answered any questions that you have. And if you're still having problems and other errors, please go to the forums and in the discussion section post it, and either one of the TAs or Mrs. Smith will go in and answer your questions. Thank you.